So was the Prophet of Islam, peace be upon them all, like, did he fight, but was he the enemy of Byzantium? Is that correct?
Yes.
Ah, the Eastern Byzantine Orthodox.
Well, when Muhammad was born, 570 AD, the Eastern Roman Empire was flourishing. I mean, it had its setbacks, but his people, the Arabs, were used by the Byzantine Empire and their main other superpower of the time, the Sasanian Empire, the Persians, who were locked in battle. But they both used Arabs as their troops to fight each other. The Ghassanids were one group that were used. So the Arabs were heavily militarized as a people. Well, the thing that caused Islam to rise, not many people know this, was not the genius of Muhammad or the Arabs, it was a flea. A flea, a gnat. Shall I explain? About about 530s to 540s, the first probably recorded instance of the Black Death occurred. Ships sailed into Alexandria and a strange disease began to appear. That disease ravaged North Africa, that part of the Byzantine Empire. And it spread through the entire empire. It came into Northern Europe, came to England. We have the bones of dead people in this country from that time, which show signs of bubonic plague. It ravaged the population of the West, and those particularly what we call the Byzantine Empire. I should call it the Eastern Roman Empire, really. Got called the Byzantine Empire in the 19th century.
From Constantinople?
Yeah, it ravaged the empire.
From where Istanbul is now?
Yes. It actually was blocked by the Persians for a while. For about 2 years, they kept it at bay by having a kind of cordon sanitaire, but it got through and ravaged them as well. But the problem was, for Byzantium, it could no longer raise revenue like it could before. It could no longer staff its huge numbers of forts along the frontiers of the empire. It could not maintain and restore forts and battlements. And so it was weakened in relation to the Sasanian Empire. And in the end, because of that plus the war, the major war that occurred between the Eastern Roman Empire and the Sasanian Empire, which in the end, and through the great Emperor Heraclius, a good Catholic boy, the empire won and defeated the Sasanians, even burning their capital Ctesiphon. Still, the empire was weakened. So when the Arabs were unified under either Muhammad or whoever it was that was the real character in the history of that time, the unified Arab forces pushed against the depleted and weakened Eastern Roman Empire, and in parts it fell apart. To be expected, but it didn't completely fall apart. Heraclius was brilliant. He's an example to all men who want to see how you bring victory out of the jaws of defeat. He basically brought his army back and back to prevent the Arabs crushing the forces of the Roman Empire. And he made sure that their successes were limited, and successive Roman empires succeeded in that as well. And so really, although the empire fell, it is a wondrous thing in many ways. It held the Muslims at bay and probably saved Western civilization. Because had they conquered the empire, they would have swept through the Balkans sooner than they did, and into Europe through the east.
And replaced one empire with another.
They would have replaced Christendom with their own barbarism.